Hi, Dr. Marcia Sirota here in another of my videos on our summer of self-care. And today I want to talk about how people don't deal with their mental health issues because of shame or embarrassment or simple misunderstanding. So lately I've been speaking to a lot of people who've told me stories of how they've had long histories of mental health issues, whether anxiety or depression or post-traumatic stress disorder. And for many years, they've gone without treatment. And the reason for this is a couple of things. One is that they thought that they should be able to sort things out on their own. They felt like it was a failing on their part if they couldn't snap out of it independently of any kind of health care. But that is a false belief, because if you had any other kind of condition, a medical condition like diabetes or heart disease, high blood pressure, you wouldn't be able to snap out of it on your own. You'd need to see your doctor and you'd need to get medical care. So it's really important to understand that mental health is part of health. And if you have a problem with your mental health, you need help in the same way as you would need help for your physical health. Another reason why people don't get the mental health help that they need sooner versus later is that they have embarrassment. They feel ashamed that they got unwell. But it's not your fault if you could become unwell with mental health issues. Things happen. You know, you can get diabetes because it's genetic, and you can get anxiety or depression because it's genetic, or you can develop post-traumatic stress disorder because of some environmental stressors or traumatic experiences that you've gone through. It's not your fault. So it's really important not to blame yourself for your mental health issues and not to feel embarrassed or ashamed if you develop them. Because the most important thing is to get the kind of care that you need. Because if you do get the care that you need, you can live a much better life. You know, people with untreated mental health issues are like people with untreated physical illnesses. They don't get better and they often get worse. If you have heart disease and you're not getting any treatment, your heart's going to be stressed and you're probably going to have cardiac decompensation. In the same way, if you have anxiety or depression or PTSD and you don't get any treatment, you're likely to start deteriorating emotionally and psychologically. So it's really important to recognize that you have a condition and to get the help that you deserve. Everyone deserves to get mental health treatment just as much as people deserve to have physical health treatment. This should be a universal right, not just a privilege. Unfortunately, people often are deprived of the mental health help that they need because they do not seek out treatment. So please, for your own sake and for the sake of the people around you, acknowledge that you have a mental health problem if you do, and seek out the help. There are many different kinds of help available today. There are many different modalities of psychotherapy. There's a whole raft of medication, and these days the medication is the safest and the most effective it's ever been. There are many different mental health treatments available these days, and you don't have to feel inhibited by a lack of selection. There are many different choices you could make, and you can discuss this with your doctor, with your psychiatrist, with your mental health professional, and figure out what works the best for you. There have been some patients that I've worked with who were not responsive to one kind of treatment, but they did very well with another kind of treatment. So please discuss it with your family doctor or your health provider and figure out what works for you so that you can start getting back into your life and don't suffer because you have some kind of embarrassment or shame about having gotten some kind of mental health diagnosis, or because you feel that you should be able to snap out of it on your own. These are false beliefs that our society unfortunately promotes, but you don't have to hold on to them. You can recognize that there's no shame in having a mental health condition, and there's certainly no shame in seeking help. Everybody deserves help for whatever they're experiencing, and you're no exception. This is Dr. Marcia Sirota speaking about our summer of self-care, and I will be talking to you again real soon.